can Ali comment on Biden's Israel policy?
For 199, sure I can. Although that's going
I
to.
mean, I shouldn't chat it. I'm really pushing a dangerous stereotype by asking you to respond to that. But yeah, better you than me.
I'm just kidding. By the way, Katie, thank you for doing your show, and I'm glad people support it, because I have to say, these days, I'm really only getting interesting and insightful stuff from independent media. And you, like us at the Electronic Intifada, depend on people's support. And so I'm really, really happy that people do come out and support your work. So Biden's Israel policy is the same as Trump's Israel policy, is the same as Barack Obama's Israel policy, is the same as George W. Bush.
Yeah.
$4 billion a year minimum in no strings attached military assistance. And I would say even the Biden administration, I mean, you just need to look at the US reaction to the murder of Shireen Abu Akleh, the Al Jazeera correspondent. I mean, for people who don't know, I'm trying to think of what the equivalent of Shireen Abu Akleh would be for like just sort of average Americans. I mean, she's someone of the stature of, I don't want to compare in terms of the quality of the journalism, because she was a brilliant journalist, but someone of the stature of, like, I don't know, Peter Jennings or so, just someone, people don't remember the nightly news these days, but someone who is just like an iconic figure. And she was murdered in cold blood by an Israeli sniper. And the Israelis have admitted that, yeah, we did it. And the Biden administration has said, yeah, Israel did it. But they're covering it up. They're refusing to bring criminal charges against the person who did it, and they know who did it. And it's business as usual. And the message for Palestinians really is, if they can kill someone of the stature and the public profile of Shireen Abu Akleh in cold blood with impunity, literally no Palestinian is safe. Any Palestinian can be murdered on TV, because she was murdered live on TV. Any Palestinian can be. It's like what Donald Trump said when he said, I could walk down Fifth Avenue and shoot someone in broad daylight, and everyone would still love me. That's literally Israel. Israel could murder a Palestinian of high profile like Shireen Abu Akleh from a major international network, live on TV, and no consequences. On the contrary, the rewards continue. And that's Biden's policy. That's Joe Biden's policy.
Yeah, he's a Zionist.
Oh, he said in that famous clip from, I guess, judging from, because he had less hair back in the 1980s than he does now. As I get older, my hair diminishes. Joe Biden gets older, his hair increases. So based on the lack of hair on his head, it was from the mid-80s when he said that, if Israel didn't exist, the United States would have to go out and invent it. And that's really, there is genuine Zionism. And then he always tells this fabricated story, depending on, which version he's telling, that his Irish Catholic mother told him, oh, we all have to love Israel. Believe me, there's no Irish Catholic mother in the world that ever told their kid that, especially not like in the 1950s.
Right.
It's just like, and then in some versions, it's his father who told him. One of his fabricated stories. But, the fact that, I don't make fun of this because I think it's terrible. It's painful to watch. I'm sure it's painful to watch for people who are experiencing this or, seeing a family member go through this. But his cognitive decline, that's very visible, even to the point now where the Democrats have to admit it, means that sometimes he accidentally tells the truth because the filters aren't there. So when he went to Israel in July, he made a statement that, of course, got almost no coverage in the US media because it was true and very devastating. He said that, what the Palestinians have gone through is a lot like what the Irish have gone through at the hands of the British.
Yeah.
It's like, what? You admitted that? and everyone pretended he didn't say it.
Right.
But it was the truth. The one honest thing he said, and what it tells you is they all know. They all know. All these leaders know. But it's politics, and they're not going to go against it. And Israel is the one of the U.S. clients in the region that helps maintain U.S. hegemony, and is also the excuse for U.S. hegemony, because as long as Israel is there in this racist and untenable form, the U.S. says, oh, well, we have to be in the region in order to defend Israel.
Right.
So Israel is both a tool of U.S. hegemony and an excuse for U.S. hegemony. And that's basically what it boils down to. But, you corner someone like Biden, and they know what's up.